Power never disappears. It just waits for the right moment to return. The city wakes up before the sun. Streets are quiet, but something is already moving. Heels strike the floor. Fabric slides into place. A watch clicks shut. This is not noise. This is control. Years have passed, trends have changed, faces have come and gone, but one name still rules every room without trying. Miranda Priestly never needed to shout. Silence always worked better. Fashion once lived in magazines and runways. Now it lives on screens, feeds, and fast opinions. People scroll, judge, and forget in seconds. But real power doesn't rush. It watches. From the highest floors, the world still bends the same way it always did. Designers wait for approval. Editors hold their breath. One look can still end a career or create a legend. The industry says it has moved on. Younger voices are louder. New leaders call themselves fearless. But behind closed doors, they still ask the same question. What would Miranda think? Her shadow is everywhere. In every sharp cut. Every clean line. Every decision made out of fear instead of taste. Time has tried to soften her edge. It failed. Experience sharpened it instead. She didn't disappear. She stepped back, letting the world believe it was free. Now the balance feels off. Fashion is louder, faster, messier. And chaos always invites order. A car door closes. Sunglasses slide on. The city reflects in dark glass. Miranda Priestly is not chasing relevance. Relevance is chasing her. And as the world prepares for another season of change, one truth becomes clear: icons don't fade. They wait. She walks through glass doors that open by themselves. No rush, no hesitation. Phones light up. Screens move fast. News breaks every second. This world runs on speed now, and Andy Sachs learned how to keep up. She doesn't follow orders anymore. She makes them. Her steps are steady, practiced, confident. This is someone who has earned her place. Once, she was the girl who tried to survive. Now she's the woman people listen to. Her voice shapes stories. Her choices move opinions. She understands pressure because she lived inside it. And she understands power because she stood too close to it once before. The past feels far away, but it never fully leaves. A name appears in a quiet meeting. A pause follows. No one says it out loud at first. They don't need to. Andy feels it before she hears it. That familiar weight. That old pull. Miranda Priestly is back in the conversation, Andy tells herself. She's different now, stronger, wiser, free. She didn't leave fashion behind, it followed her. Changed shape, learned her name. She built a life where she answers to no one. Or at least that's what she believed, but some doors never really close. They wait, and when they open again, they test who you've become. Andy stands still while the room keeps talking. She knows what this means. Not just for her career, but for who she is willing to be this time. The question isn't whether she can face Miranda again. It's whether she wants to. Power once taught her how to survive. Now it wants something else. And as the city moves faster outside, Andy realizes one truth she can't ignore: some stories don't end. They pause. The world of fashion doesn't wait anymore. It shouts. Cameras flash. Opinions spread in seconds. Trends rise and fall before the day ends. Young voices call themselves leaders, claiming the old rules are dead. They believe power belongs to whoever speaks the loudest. But power has never worked that way. Behind closed doors, tension fills the air. Meetings feel colder. Smiles feel thinner. Miranda Priestly doesn't need to announce her return. Her presence is enough to change the room. People adjust their words. They sit straighter. They remember who taught them fear and respect. Andy stands on the other side now. Not below. Not above, equal. She sees the cracks in the system that once owned her. She knows how influence works in this new world. Data, speed, attention. Miranda sees something else: taste, control, patience. Two ways of ruling the same kingdom. Runways glow with lights while screens glow with numbers. Designers are torn between art and approval. Editors argue over clicks instead of vision. The industry is split, and everyone is choosing sides. Even if they don't say it out loud. Miranda believes fashion must lead, not follow. Andy believes it must listen. Their ideas collide without a single word spoken. Every decision becomes a challenge. Every silence becomes a message. This is not personal. It's survival. The air tightens. Someone will lose influence. Someone will rewrite the rules. And as power shifts quietly from one hand to another, one thing becomes clear: when queens share a throne, the crown never stays whole. The noise begins to fade. Music slows. Lights soften. The world holds its breath. Fashion has always loved drama, but this moment feels different. This isn't about trends or titles anymore. It's about what remains when everything else changes. Miranda Priestly stands calm while storms move around her. She has seen eras rise and fall. People called her outdated. They were wrong. Power doesn't age. It adapts. And Miranda has never lost her grip. She simply changed the way she holds it. Andy watches from a distance. Not afraid. Not unsure. Just aware. She understands now that walking away didn't mean escaping. It meant growing. The lessons she once hated shaped her strength. The pressure she survived taught her clarity. She is no longer becoming someone. She already is. The industry waits for a winner. A headline. A collapse. But real endings are quiet. They happen in choices no one sees. A door not opened. A call not returned. A look that says everything without a word. Miranda adjusts her coat. Andy lifts her chin. Neither of them smiles. Respect doesn't need warmth. It needs truth. And the truth is simple: this world only makes room for those who understand its rules, and those brave enough to break them. The screen fades to black. One final thought lingers in the silence. Fashion will change again. Faces will come and go, but the devil never leaves. She just waits for the right moment to remind the world who she is. Morning light pours through tall windows. The city looks the same, but something underneath it has shifted. Decisions have been made. Lines have been crossed. The game is no longer about winning, it's about what winning costs. Andy stands alone, surrounded by movement she no longer needs to chase. Messages wait unanswered. Opportunities line up, each one asking for a piece of her. She knows now that success isn't about being chosen. It's about choosing. And this time the choice is hers. Miranda walks forward with the calm of someone who never doubts her place. She didn't fight to stay relevant. She redefined what relevance means. Influence doesn't ask for permission. It simply exists. And those who recognize it survive. Their paths cross one last time. No anger, no regret. Just understanding. The world expects a victory speech, a fall from grace, a dramatic end. It doesn't get one. Because real power doesn't perform, it decides. Fashion moves on, as it always does. New names rise. New faces shine. But the rules remain written by those who once ruled and those who learned from them. Andy steps into her future carrying the weight of the past, not as a burden, but as armor.